Drop him. One hook and I'll rock him. One more and I'll stop him. Call the fighter, I'll lock him. Up him. If he reach, then I'll pop him. Street sweeper, I'll wash him. Homicide, come and chalk him. Drop him. One hook and I'll rock him. One more and I'll stop him. Call the fighter, I'll lock him. Up him.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros are comments made by Joe Joyce, which basically he's letting everyone know, particularly Tyson Fury, that he's available on December 3rd, and Anthony Joshua that he's available on December 17th. We're going to take a look at Joe Joyce's actual comments, and then we'll discuss it. So this is what Joe Joyce wrote on Twitter. He said, if Fury and AJ aren't fighting, then I'll step in. December 3rd is tight for me at Fury, but at Eddie Hearn, you can give your new best mate at Frank Warren TV a call, and I'll take the 17th slot with AJ. Oh, easy fight to make. Oh, so he's saying that December 3rd is too tight for him.
Yeah.
But he'll be able to make the 17th. So he's not saying he'll step in with Fury. He's saying that he'll step in. Oh, snizzap.
My son is here.
Oh,
B-E.
Well, look who's risen. You know what?
What up,
G, we're going to do something unconventional. G, bring the old banner back. Bring the old banner back, baby.
Ned the professor. This guy over here.
Yo,
man.
bring the first topic. There we go. No, the first topic
First
back.
topic.
Bring the first topic back.
Hey, Ned, who's at fault with this fight not happening? Fury or
I'm going to tell you who's at fault. Who's at fault? Tyson Fury is at fault. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why right now.
Yeah.
This is a business. And I was told this. Like, man, this is a business. Tyson Fury got here running his chaps, right? And you know, for all my UK bros out there, you know, running your chaps means you're running your mouth. And Tyson Fury got on like, AJ, sign the contract, right? But it's a business. People got to sit at a table. We got to talk. We got to do this. We got to mark the dot our I's, cross our T's. And Fury kept going, sign the contract. You got till Monday. And he goes, it's Monday. Fury, AJ ain't signed a contract. AJ ain't do this. AJ don't want to fight me. Then he doesn't go the next day. My boss told me, give it a little more time. Come on now. How are you going to sit there and say, sign the contract? Then you're going to say, my boss said, give it a little more time. I think it was too much going on. They was trying to rush a big fight. If you just gave it a little more time, if you saw what AJ needed, and you saw if Fury was just able to be like if Fury really wanted this fight, he would have been a little more patient, and he wasn't a little more patient, and that's why this fight did not happen. I know there's some sides, but I know you could say Eddie Hearn, AJ just got out of fight in August, and you want to rush the fight December 3rd. Who's really at fault? Who's really at fault? You can't really put this over on AJ's side. It's Fury. Fury was rushing this fight too much, and AJ said we can make this fight happen. No, me and my demands, do this, do that. Like, come on now, I ain't no chump. I ain't no sucker. I'm not gonna sign everything you want. And then when as soon as fight night comes, I'm like, damn, I put myself in the hole. It's Fury's fault. Fury ran his mouth too much, and he didn't let everything come to you. If you really want to. And I'm gonna say this, AJ might have felt like, you know, what is it?
Yo, you real passionate for this topic, yo. I'm just saying.
No, because it's serious. Because everybody, you can't put no blame on AJ in this point. AJ just literally got out of a big fight.
Put your crooked finger down, Kaden.
Oh, you know what? I'm disrespectful now.
Go ahead, Kaden. What's up?
I got a question for you because you brought up a point. You said Anthony Joshua just fought in August, and then Fury wants to fight him in December. But you said it as if that's Fury's problem. Wouldn't it be up to AJ to say, I need more time, the same way Usyk did, rather than agree to the contract?
True. But AJ said give him till December 17th.
True.
AJ did say give him like a week.
And Fury said no. December 3rd, take it or leave it.
But then it's not. AJ said yes, but his team has to make sure everything looks good. And then there was a lot of complications in the paperwork. And that's not on AJ. That's not on AJ because there's complications in the paperwork. Send over proper paperwork and then it's going to get done. And that's not what happened. And that's why Fury's boss said, give us a little more time before you go on social media and start running your chaps, bruv. Like, bruv, men's them don't have the proper initials on the documents to solidify everything. What's up, G? Matter of fact, don't interrupt me. Now, go ahead, G.
Hold on. Now, y'all know I'm not a fan of Queensberry Productions. But to say that the contract that they sent wasn't adequate, or I forgot the words that you just said, Ned, but you're kind of implying like they sent like a clumsy contract. That's not fair. They don't know the affairs of Anthony Joshua, right? They don't know the exclusive rights of Anthony Joshua. All they know is what they know. They probably sent a contract they sent out to all of Fury's opponents. And now it's up to Team AJ and Eddie to quickly respond, because Fury gave you a tight deadline, so that's why I'm like, I see what you're saying, Ned, but I lean more towards Caden's side, because at the end of the day, AJ know what time it is, Eddie knows what time it is, Fury knows what time it is, and to me, I can't blame a fighter. I have to blame his manager or promoter, because his promoter has all the cards. Eddie literally has all the cards. If Eddie wanted that contract signed, he'll get that contract signed. Clearly, he doesn't. You know that too, Ned. Stop playing. You know what I mean? Like, we all know Eddie can't afford to have AJ lose a third time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Trill.
Get in there, Trill.
Don't interrupt me, Trill.
Now, go ahead. Nah, I'm not even interrupting you, Trill. I just had something to say about the whole situation.
Go ahead.
What's going on, TBE?
What's going on, Trill?
Ain't nothing, man. Ain't nothing. Yes. Yo, I just wanted to say, man, you get a lot of love out there, man. Continue being yourself. You know what I'm saying? And yo, man, you got those tickets, man. Holla at me. Me and Bees, we would love to go. You know what I'm saying? So just holla at me. You know what I'm saying? That's how.
Trill's pretty much saying he don't care about the subject matter.
So we're going to move to this next topic, which is basically actually Joe Joyce saying that he's available to fight Anthony Joshua on December 7th. It'll be a quick turnaround for him to fight Fury on December 3rd. So he's saying that he's available December 17th for Anthony Joshua. So I'm going to turn over to you, Trill Bill. What's your reaction to Joe Joyce saying that he's available for AJ on December 17th? And do you think AJ...
He's available for Fury.
He said he's available for AJ.
Nah, he's saying if AJ can't take the fight, he'll take the fight.
Let me pull it back up real quick. Hold on, let me just double check.
I thought it was both. Either one. Yeah,
that's what I got.
I thought it was either one of them.
Fury on the 3rd.
I'll pull it back up. Hold on.
AJ on the 7th.
So he says if Fury and AJ aren't fighting, then I'll step in. December 3rd is tight for me at Fury, but at Eddie Hearn, you can give your new best mate at Frank Warren TV a call, and I'll take the December 17th slot with AJ.
Oh,
easy fight to make.
Oh, he wants the AJ.
So he's calling out AJ. My bad. Yeah. Now I thought that originally too at first, G. But that's why But he's saying that it's a quick turnaround to fight Fury. So he wants AJ if they're looking for an opponent for AJ if they can't make the fight with Fury happen. So he's calling out AJ on December 17th. So Trill, what's your reaction to Joe Joyce calling out AJ on December 17th? And would you take that fight if you were Anthony Joshua?
Hell no.
No, I really think it's too soon for AJ to take a tough fight after this mental and everything that went on with the Usyk fight. I really believe that give the young man some time. Give the young man some time to get his mind right, you know what I'm saying? And also get his body right. I don't believe that, AJ should rush into anything right now. I just think they should just get his mind right. And shout outs to Joe Joyce. I was trying to see after that last fight, only time I picked Joe Joyce to lose was against JP because I thought that JP would bring out something with having Andy Lee with him and having Tyson Fury with him. I thought it would bring something out of him. Boy, was I wrong. But it did. It did because he showed a lot of heart in there. But Juggernaut has a certain type of energy, man, and it reminds me of a guy in July 4th, 1919. He knocked out Jess Willard in three rounds in Toledo, Ohio. And this man held that title from 1919 to September 23rd, 1926, when he lost to Gene Tunney. I'm referring to the man with the record of 62 wins with 51 knockouts. Talk about Jack Dempsey. He's giving me those type of vibes. He's giving me those type of vibes that he's coming in to destroy people. Anybody in his way.
Can I just add one thing?
Yes.
There's stories that Jack Dempsey was the first man to load his gloves against Jess Willard. A lot of people claim that he had loaded gloves.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Glove gate back then.
The first
glove
gate.
July 4th, 1919. You know what I'm saying? Toledo, Ohio. That was the first glove gate. You know what I'm saying? But I was saying what type of energy he had. And guys, I be on my Larry Merchant, getting on my historical stuff. But I seen the type of energy that he got. Joe Joyce is going to be a force. He is now. It's a force to be reckoned with. And then I heard that he's a cheat.
You talking about Joe Joyce?
Yes, he's a cheat. You know why I say he's a cheat? It's because he's a mutant.
Oh,
I heard about his extra bone density. That's only stuff you see in the comic books in X-Men. So I'm calling it right now. Joe Joyce is a mutant. And it's going to be hard to stop this mutant. We're going to have to find something in the lab, because he's on the tear right now. And he's going to be destructive like my man Jack Dempsey was. You keep putting him in the position with these guys.
All right, go ahead, TV.
Yo, Trill, I want to comment on that. In the comics, mutants were stronger than superheroes. And last week we saw what he did to Spider-Man. It was. So I agree.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. You riding with me on this. You riding with me on this.
Instead of fighting civilians.
Instead of fighting civilians, what are we talking about?
All right, get in there, G.
All right. So all right, I'll say this. Because I honestly thought, you know what? I did see Joe Joyce though in an interview say he wanted to take the Fury fight, but the third was too tight for him also. So that's another thing where you gotta give Team Joshua some credit. Where Fury is like, yo, come on, fam. You're giving professionals, elite level fighters, a short window to get involved after they just finished having like some crazy fights, right? So I respect that. And I'll say this. Joyce and Fury, that fight will not happen. I know that for a fact. Because Tyson Fury is talking too positive about Joe Joyce. My man said Joe Joyce is number 2 in the heavyweight division right now. And I say, yo, stop the cap. You know what I mean? Like, and you know me, I'm Team Joe Joyce. We out here, we in the streets. But he ain't earned the right to be ranked number 2, beating a Joseph Parker. Like, come on, man, stop it. So I don't give a damn if he murdered Joseph Parker in the ring. I still want to be like, yeah, automatic number 2. I'm like, come on, that's like disrespectful to Usyk. So that was murder Joseph Parker. But I mean, he did murder him. But I'm talking about even if he like actually like RIP'd him. You know what I'm saying? Like guillotine.
Thank you, G. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I just wanted to say thank you for shouting out my man Usyk and showing.
Listen. Usyk earned my respect. And for people to, because he beat JP, be like, oh, you beat Joseph Parker, and now you rank number 2. Like, stop. I mean, not saying JP ain't elite, he is, but I never considered JP even in the top 5. He's always been like a top 10 fighter to me. So it's like, bruh, put some respect on them other brothers' names, man. So now, in regards to what Joe Joyce is saying with AJ, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think AJ is gonna say anything about Joyce either. It's all risk, no reward. Why would anybody right now even entertain Joe Joyce? You'll be foolish to, like, yeah, it may sell well, like, but I think honestly, AJ and Tyson Fury, whoever they pick, well, I'm not gonna say whoever, because I kind of feel like now Tyson Fury kind of played himself with this AJ back and forth. Now Fury can't fight Char because now I think UK fans are gonna protest, so now they're not gonna support that fight. But Fury could hopefully get like Chisora, people will support that. You know what I mean? AJ, if I was AJ, man, I'd just focus on Wilder. If I can't get the Fury fight, I'm going to do everything I can to get the Wilder fight. I'm not messing with no Joe Joyce. You get no belt. Even if you win, you're going to leave with a headache. It ain't even worth it. He may take a couple of years out of your professional career. It's like, do you really want those problems with Joe Joyce? I would just ignore him. I'm dead serious. If I was AJ, I'll keep doing freestyles about Tyson Fury. I might hit him with a remix about Wilder, but Joe Joyce would never come out my lips, not in like a year, like a whole year. I'm gonna ignore this kid, bro. He's like, I'm telling you, Joe Joyce is literally the boogeyman of this division. It doesn't make sense to take this fight. Like, the only person I think it could benefit would probably be like an Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz could kind of benefit from a fight with Joe Joyce, right? The top 4 dudes, hell to the no. Top 4 guys need to just focus on each other, because at least focusing on each other, there's a belt involved. There's still a title, but Joe Joyce, nah, fam, I'm sorry, yo. I'm going to leave that kid where he at. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get your opportunity after I get a belt, maybe, because I might just retire before fighting you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to keep it 100. I ain't mad at none of those gentlemen if they choose to duck Joe Joyce. I know I be cutthroat on a lot of other dudes that be ducking guys, but I seen what he did to Joseph Parker. Bruh, Joseph Parker looked like a mutant at the end of that fight. He had one eye up here, another eye down here. He's like, yo, this is Joseph Parker. I was like, yo, if a man as slow as Joyce could do that to your face, leave him alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, leave him alone, man. Like,
they look like a stepped-on spider.
Son, he looked crazy, yo. He looked like, I forgot, yo, there was this cartoon when I was a kid, like the Ooze or whatever. I forgot, yo, it was like the head character, man. Somebody gonna tell me in the comments. Like,
you talking about the Hunchback of Notre Dame or something like that?
Nah, it was the Ooze. It was like the Ooze Squad or something. I can't remember. But the main character, his eye was like down here. The other eye was up here. He was Joseph Parker, fam. Like, people in the comments, I know y'all know what cartoon I'm talking about. This was like back when I was a little kid. And he had a mop. Dude had a mop. That was like his sword or something. It was like a mop or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
you know everything about this cartoon but the dude's name, man.
I forgot the name. The homie had a mop, and he had his face was crooked like Joseph Parker. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is leave Joe Joyce alone. The top 4 gentlemen, y'all don't need this dude on your resume. I'm keeping 100. Leave that dude be. Even Usyk, I would just be like, I already beat you in the images, fam. I don't want no parts. I'm just gonna ignore you. AJ, please forget. Oh, I'm telling you, I don't give a damn what your fans are saying or what your haters are saying. You leave that kid alone. Only person is Andy Ruiz. Even if I was Andy Ruiz, I'm like, can I get a fight with the top 4? If I can't get a fight with the top 4, all right, Joe Joyce, let's make it happen. Even though I feel like, yo, we eating Taco Bell that day. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be Mexican-American on the grill, bro. You know what I'm saying? But salute to Joe Joyce. However, you're the boogeyman. I'm going to keep it 100. If I manage any of these gentlemen, I'm ignoring any of your calls, your emails. You send over a contract, I'm throwing it away. I'm not entertaining this kid, bro. I'm telling you, Parker looked crazy. And what, yo, What was his weight? What was Parker's weight? 50 something pounds?
I don't remember.
He came in a little bit higher than his last one, I heard, right?
Yeah, he came in his heaviest. Yeah,
he came in his heaviest.
AJ and Wilder, these dudes been on slim fast. Nah, bro. Nah, man. I don't know. Because my man was bear hugging Joe Joyce in the ring. Joe Joyce couldn't do not Joe Joyce. Joseph Parker. Parker couldn't do nothing. I was like, damn it, man. This dude getting violated, son. Like, if you can do that to Joseph Parker at like 250 something pounds, what make you think AJ and Wilder are gonna stop that, man? Fury, maybe. I don't know. Fury, you kind of big, you kind of fast on your feet, maybe. But I don't know, man. I feel like I'm rambling right now. December, whatever, forget about it. I wouldn't entertain a Joe Joyce fight unless it's like December 2024. You know what I mean? Because then you I was old. I'm about to retire. This is my goodbye fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pass the choice to Joe Joyce. But right now, Joe Joyce, you too fresh, you too solid. You a Neanderthal in the ring, bro. You bone density crazy, 3 times the level, whatever. I seen the same comments, Joe. I was like, too many people sending the link. I was like, damn, this one might be a mutant for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man. I ain't messing with Joe Joyce, bro. And I know for a fact Eddie ain't. So you might as well stop talking about AJ, fam.
TVE.
Man. Joe Joyce, yeah, everybody need to leave that man alone. And I'm not saying like a duck. He's just a dangerous fighter. And
no, it's a duck.
No. Hold up. Not you, Ned. You were talking real greasy to Joe Joyce at one point, like, oh, AJ already beat you up. You can't touch AJ. AJ already beat him in the amateurs. You were talking about how slow he was. You picked Joseph Parker. You was hating on my man Joe Joyce heavy. So don't you sit here and say it with your chest. Say all the stuff you were saying about Joe Joyce and Anthony Joshua back in the days. That's what I want to hear, TVE.
Back in the days,
I was young. I'm not a kid anymore.
Back in the days, I didn't believe he was a good fighter. I just don't know how he throw his arms like this and he knocked somebody out. But he throw his arms like this and he knocked somebody out. So still, Joe Joyce, your time gonna come. And you said wow, if Fury was to give these belts to Joe Joyce, it'll be a dark cloud over the heavyweight division for years now. I don't know, probably like he's 37, so probably like till like Joe Joyce is 41, he'll hold those belts because I don't see anybody taking this man on and like taking them from him because I don't know what this man made of. I don't know. They need to do anatomy test on his man.
Was that what Wolverine made out of? Antimonium? That's how you say it?
Antimonium, something like that. Antimonium, yeah. So I'm saying, it's just, I don't get it, man. I've watched this guy fight, like all his fights, and I'm like, how does he not get hurt? But everybody's face getting beat up. He take all the punches.
This is Joseph Parker right now wearing his glasses.
Joseph Parker was trying to punish this man. Getting on the punishment. I don't get how you see it coming, and then you still get destroyed. But Joe Joyce, you are a dangerous man, I'll tell you that
Joyce
now.
Literally rearranged his face, son. Like,
I think it's time we really come to the realization that maybe we're the ones who are wrong. Like, maybe Joe Joyce is so fast that the speed is blinding. You know what I'm saying?
We don't see it until it's coming back.
Yeah, we don't see it the way it's actually happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying.
Like when Ali was like, he can land like 3 punches before the guy
Oh,
counts.
we talking about the ankle punch that he landed on listening. The ankle punch.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Nah, man.
Go ahead, TB. You got the floor, man. You were.
I was being interrupted.
They just called him. Like, watch your mouth.
Yeah, Joe Joyce, you have amazing abilities, and I'm just still shocked and wondered by every time I see you perform. I'm shocked.
You can't call out G no more, Ned.
Facts.
You
did
the president of
AJ Club. You the president of AJ Club, and now you jump ship.
You did a straight flip flop. You was talking real greasy about Joe Joyce. I remember when AJ put out the sparring video and talked about how he beat him up in sparring and in the amateurs and all that, and we were all saying it. How that doesn't matter in the pros, and you were like, it matters, and he'll beat Joe Joyce, and there's nothing wrong with him releasing it. Oh, if he's running his mouth, I remember you, Ned. You was talking real reckless that video, Ned.
I'm gonna stand on this. Give my man AJ like 4 more months. He take the fight. He'll take the fight. But December 3rd, fighting December is too crazy, man.
Like
a Fury fight was okay because the belt was at stake.
Scared for AJ.
Nah, I ain't never scared for AJ because AJ gonna hold his ground. I was gonna pick AJ to beat Fury in December, but I'm gonna say AJ to pick Joe Joyce anytime.
No, AJ's gonna hold the ground after fighting Joe Joyce. He'll hold the ground. You know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna happen. Just throwing it out.
I'm gonna stand on that, but I'm just saying, stay away from Joe Joyce in December. We don't want to lose a fight and then have a bad Christmas.
Bruh, listen, man. Who had a worse beating, Dubois or JP? Exactly, bro.
Both.
Nah, both. That JP one was personal. I mean, that Dubois one, that was personal.
I'm gonna say that Dubois had a worse beating. You know why? Because JP went out on his shield, and JP stayed in the ring. Dubois just went down. He refused to get back up. You know what I mean? And then he had a broken orbital bone. So
and he was being disrespectful.
Yo, and you know what I mean?
And he was being disrespectful.
And he was out of line. You know what I mean? So Joyce,
and he came back.
And I was like, that was when I picked Joe. I said, hey man, listen. But then I was like, man, JP too polite, man. He wasn't gonna do that to a polite JP. I was wrong. He just disrespected JP. JP was being nice to him the whole time.
Yo, somehow that Daniel Dubois fight ended up being like, you know, in the hood when someone's real disrespectful and everyone in the hood finally sees him get beat up and everyone's happy. Get that boy some act right. He gave Daniel Dubois that act right. So you know, now Daniel Dubois, you know, he's a little more polite with the way he chooses his words in those press conferences.
He's much humble. He's much more humble now. You know what I mean?
To be honest with you, man, I don't think AJ should take any major fight in December. And that's Joe Joyce, Tyson Fury, or anyone. I think AJ really needs to rest. He's been fighting the best competition in the heavyweight division over the last few years. So I think he owes it to himself to rest and then come back with a, you know, top 15 caliber fighter.
Fight Chisora, bro.
That's his boy, dog. That ain't happening, yo.
That's why Chisora ain't even gonna go hard. He's just gonna take a Malik Scott dive, bro.
I know, like maybe they could do that. I don't know. I don't think anyone's gonna buy it though. Everybody knows how close they are, but you know, I think he does need to just take some time off. I feel like he shouldn't rush in there against anyone. With that being said, though, sometime next year, you know, after a tune-up, maybe 2 tune-ups, yeah, they can get it on, you know. But I think everybody wants AJ right now because his stock is down. You know, Joe Joyce is someone I'll give credit to. Joe Joyce wants to be champion. So Joe Joyce is throwing rocks at all the champions, hoping he can frustrate them. He's throwing rocks the way he throws them, though. Polite, you know, he's not throwing the Shannon Briggs at Vladimir Klitschko type of stones. You know, he's not doing that, but he's trying to get his shot. And I think he deserves a shot. So I wouldn't advise all these guys to avoid Joe Joyce. I think you can outpoint Joe. If you got the stamina, which is a lot, you can outpoint Joe.
Bruh.
I think
through that last fight, I don't think these dudes.
I don't know if AJ has the stamina to outpoint Joe. Tyson Fury has shown that he may have the ability to outpoint Joe, and Usyk has shown it as well. So again, though, with Usyk is going to be a different fight than when they were younger because Joyce is bigger. He's also a better fighter. Remember, he came to boxing later than Usyk, and I think even AJ. He came to boxing later than these guys. So he's getting better. Doesn't mean that Usyk still won't give him a boxing lesson. Right? The question is, will he be able to do it for 12 rounds? Because in their amateur fight, I think it was only like 4 to 6 rounds or something like that.
It was like
and this fight will be 12. So that's really the only question mark. Can he keep it up for 12? But there's no doubt in my mind, like at the end of 6, it'll be like 6-0, 5-1 Usyk. You know? Yeah, go ahead, bro.
No, I was just gonna add in, and Usyk gets to pick the ring size.
Ring will be the biggest ring I've ever seen in my life. I promise you that.
Yeah. So as much as like I think Joyce is a threat, I do think that there's some people who have the style and who have the ability to make it a difficult night for Joyce as well. I think Usyk's won. I think Tyson Fury's won. What Joyce has in his favor though is, like I said, this dude fights every minute of every round. He takes a great shot. He's deceptive, and his timing is amazing, yo. Like, I think he must have the best timing in boxing. Like, to land the shots that he does at the speed he does. Like I'm saying, unless, like I said, we're seeing something the wrong way, he has to have the best timing in boxing. Because he finds a way to put his hooks on him, to put his jabs on him. Like, and even Joseph Parker, and Trill, you sent the link. Yeah, you sent the link of the video Joseph Parker made making fun of Joe Joyce, and he was showing him going like this, and he was like, and that's in real speed, everyone. Like he was calling Joe Joyce slow. So even Joseph Parker felt like, yo, this dude is slow, but that slow dude guillotined you. So like, I just think AJ needs to really.
I disagree with Kaden. I don't think none of the top 4 should give him an opportunity right now because there's so much to prove. Like, think about it. Usyk got 4 belts right now. And in one fight, he could lose it all. You know what I mean? Like, didn't that happen to TFC?
How did Usyk get his shot, though, G? How did Usyk get his shot?
He beat AJ. But
how? Why did AJ fight him?
Yo, he had to because that was his mandatory.
It was mandatory, exactly. If AJ could, AJ should have avoided him, right?
And he's the mandatory for the WBA.
Exactly. He's the mandatory for the same belt that got him his shot. That got Usyk his shot against AJ.
Mm-hmm.
So why shouldn't,
like everyone else thought Usyk was food?
Usyk got a rough path ahead of him.
Okay, so people think Joyce is food too.
Nah, who? Who said nah, bro? Nah.
First of all, like 2 weeks ago, Ned thought Joyce was food.
Yeah, I thought Joyce was food.
Now listen to that. Ned's the president of the Joe Joyce Club, bro. Ned is the president.
You know why? You know why Ned's the president of the Joe Joyce Club? Because the next person on the hit list is his boy.
Because of
the next person on the hit list is his boy. So now he don't want to see his boy get cooked.
Yo, because Ned seen JP's face looking like that's why he said, "Oh snap! I don't want no parts of Joe Joyce. I'm on the team." You know what I'm saying? Ned took AJ's whole bicep out his mouth, and now he just jumped on Joe Joyce's, bro.
Yo, listen, I'm still
you can't duck this man. So he's in a position where he's going to be mandatory. So either you're going to give up a belt.
Yeah.
So I feel like, yo, you got to give. Yo, there's one thing I know is this. I said this from the beginning. I said, I don't know if Joe Joyce can beat all these guys, but I would love to see him get his shot. And, the reason why I said that is because every time I see Joe Joyce, he's a class act. His family is really nice. You know, we've had interactions with his mom. I feel like, yo, this man really deserves a shot. If he ever deserved a shot, what he did with JP, he's the first one to knock out JP. I can't remember who his last opponent was. He was the first one to stop his last opponent too. I can't remember who it was though. His opponent got beat like several times though. But the point is, this guy, Daniel Dubois, beat him. Daniel Dubois is holding that WBA regular whatever belt. He already beat him. He beat Carlos Takam, who's a solid journeyman. Like, yo, this dude, Joe Joyce, is the real deal. So I'm not going to co-sign anyone avoiding Joe. If you want to prove that you one of them greats, like the Ali greats, they had to fight each other. Ali had to fight Ken Norton. Ken Norton kind of like Joe Joyce. You know what I'm saying? Sturdy, big, strong. Ali had to fight Ken Norton. Ali had to fight Joe Frazier. Ali had to fight George Foreman. They all had to fight each other. That's what made that era great. All these dudes, someone got to fight Joyce. Someone got to fight Joyce. I'm not co-signing any of them avoiding Joyce.
No, man, listen. Y'all ever seen that movie?
Time got to be right. AJ needs some time.
Passion of the Christ? Y'all didn't see that movie?
What movie?
Passion of the Christ.
We didn't hear the movie.
I've seen Passion of the Christ.
Bro. That is what's going to happen to any of the dudes catching with Joe Joyce. Leave him alone, fam. Like, yo, listen, leave him. God bless. Don't mess with this kid. I don't care what Kate is saying. Listen here. Team AJ, leave him alone. Team Fury, leave him alone. Team Wilder, leave him alone. Team Uzi, leave him. Y'all don't need him. Y'all really don't need him. Yo, bruh, I understand he deserves it.
You're advocating for a duck.
Who is he?
You're advocating for ducking right now. Do you understand that?
Yo, listen.
You're advocating for ducking.
I hate duckers, but when a duck could kill you, leave that duck alone, bro. Leave that duck alone.
He said it's all right until the duck got the rifle.
When the duck got the gun, leave him alone, fam. Oh, we stupid.
Yo, we was bugging. Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. You know who we are. We the Boxing Bros.